You know what's not a problem, though, is just keeping doing the same thing we've been doing out of sheer laziness and unoriginality. This live stream is recorded, streamed, lived directly after we just recorded episode 849, where we left off at 56,055 megabytes. And if you've got your woofs ready, we can continue further with a day full of farlands or bust. Woof! Maybe I'll wait a few seconds. Woof indeed. An asterisk on the day full. Since, you know, I started kind of late. Right, I'm gonna run. In case there's a creeper. Aja! No, no creeper. Alright. Alright, we can all relax. We can all relax now that those jerks on YouTube and podcasts aren't listening. We can be casual. We can be casual and relaxed. Just have a friendly little chat. Thank God, I can finally take my pants off. Waiter. Another spoiler. It smells like Christmas. Yeah. I got a tea. Which one is it? Cinnamon. Cinnamon haze. Say what? Man, cinnamon haze, man. Oop, that's the wrong way. We're going west. I did smell that dog. I showed off that dog on stream. We all love the cookies person. It's the person who follows up with cake that we don't like. Like, a rude dude. Oh, they're there. Okay, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we went to the Gime today. The Gime. I swear. It's probably just because I'm exercising and my muscles are consuming all the oxygen in my blood. But I feel like that gym in particular has very poor air circulation. And I feel like I'm experiencing the early effects of hypoxia when I'm in there.
I don't know what to say. I'm touched.
You're both touched.
Jime.
Jime. It's a hard G. Nautilus Cage. Thank you very much for 86 months in the subtub. Much appreciated indeed. Careful, wolves. Careful. That's a cliff face you're upon the precipice of. Yeah, I feel like there's no circulation, so the room in the building just gets filled up with, what do we exhale? Carbon dioxide? Not carbon monoxide, that's like what comes out of a tailpipe of a car. CO2 also comes out of cars. Well, what's the one that you can get poisoning from in your house? From your stove and heater and stuff? That's monoxide. Carbon monoxide is the stuff that kills you. I mean, both can kill you, but you know what I mean. I also want one, like, because I yawn a lot. I want like there's like a CO2 sensor that you can buy that like tests like an air quality sensor, but for that specifically, it's apparently a good measure of air circulation, and whether or not a location or a space is prone to spread COVID, because that means there's no fresh air with oxygen flowing around. Like airplanes and things like that. But they're expensive. I want one just for like science. They're not cheap. Or at least the ones that actually work aren't cheap. But I don't know. I'm no airflow expert, but I feel like something is amiss. There's the one I was looking at is like down from like $250 to $160 on Amazon. They have fans, like those really big, like giant, like they look like airplane wing fans in like the main hall, I guess you could say, of the game. But we go off into these other rooms that have like the free weights and stuff, and there's no fans, and I feel like there's no airflow. And it's less about circulating that air than it is the ability for them to like pump in fresh air. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in Apollo 13. I need to fashion some sort of CO2 scrubber noozle to fit into the LEM from the other place. What's the other place? The command module. Did you not see that episode of Mythbusters where you have to breathe and fart for over a year nonstop to suffocate from it? I mean, how big of a room? Or are you making a joke? We just said you can't. Mythbusters isn't on Discovery Plus. Can't watch Mythbusters anymore. It just doesn't exist. Fun. Excuse me, Wolfie. Thank you. Thank you. The Mything Show. Yeah, I mean, and now all these... we talk so much about, like, shows and streaming services and streaming show-itis and all that stuff. I didn't want to dedicate another episode to it. But yeah, now all these streaming services, like Amazon Prime is like, oh, now there's going to be ads on Amazon Prime unless you give us $2 more a month. And, like, aren't Discovery Plus and HBO and Hulu or somebody are gonna, like, merge to make their own mega streaming service because they, by themselves, aren't making any money? One of those. I mean, they all have an ad version. Netflix has an ad version. Paramount has ads. It's just, it's the fact. Totally legally torrent. Are torrents still a thing? Is anybody out there still seeding torrents? I feel like... What? Hey, FBI. I know the people who immediately responded yes. them. Go get them. Get them. Ah, beans. Now I gotta move to Mexico. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a thing I could do. I mean, for a while, my computer was not near my TV, but now that I'm right next door to it, I suppose I could. I just wonder, like, is torrent something that, like, scammers and the viruses have ruined for everybody? But even that kind of, you have to know what you want to watch. We don't know what we want to watch. But we also hate, like, looking around trying to see what to watch. Ooh, ha da 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 tea. Very strong. You've gone back to books. I mean, I did sign up for my library. And then I did sign up for, like, the library apps with it. And I did download the audiobook of the one philosopher guys you guys recommended. Yeah, Hoopla. Hoopla was the one, but then there's also other ones. And I listened to the beginning on a walk with Juno. And that's all I've done. I just don't feel like I have the time, and even listening to the audiobook while walking Juno, it just was like the words just I could hear I could hear the words, and it made sense in the moment, but they kind of just flowed right through my brain, and I don't feel like I really took anything to heart. Then again, it was also just kind of like the introduction of the book. So there was really nothing of actual definitive substance. He was kind of going about the, you know, the overarching themes and reasons behind. This was the one from, the heck is it called? Bacteria to Bach and back. To do audiobooks sped up. Like, I feel like I would do better with an audiobook if I also had the book in front of me and I could, like, follow along. Look at that! Right, pigs? That's amazing. Oh, there's a thumbnail. Boop. Got him. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not even gonna touch this clearly hanging gravel that could all collapse around us for no reason. We must preserve these rare Minecraft objects. Yeah, I don't know. But it's all, I started talking about it with the girlfriend. The girlfriend is really interested in that stuff too. So she was like, maybe we can listen to the audiobook together. And I'm like, that work? Dude, let's gather around the MP3 player. Listen to an audiobook about the philosophy of self. Is that not just called radio? That's another thing. I think it's like 12 hours long, the audiobook. And I like checked it out and it's like, okay, you have this until January 3rd. And I'm like, I've listened to 42 minutes of it right now. I don't think that's going to happen. Which I find to be weird. That libraries still like have limited checkout times for digital items. I mean, I get it that it's probably the licensing agreement that they have. Because the booksellers and the publishers would rather libraries not exist at all. I mean, they're trying to get that, like, they're trying to pass laws that basically make libraries go away. We're never reaching the post-scarcity free information future. Not when there's money to be made off that information. Say all the AI pundits and developers. Much needed neck crack. What else is up? What else is new? Oink. He's just stuck in that water, aren't you? Oh, he's over here now. All right. The year is nearly new. Any resolutions? Any resolution suggestions for me? I mean, I guess start woodworking is one of them. Your resolution is to beat BG3, Bakery Garden 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, thank you. Is that the new one that came out? With the wiener slider? I pay attention to only the most important details of AAA video games. Now, Battlestar Galactica is BSG for me, from what I remember. Ooh. Oh, I don't know about that video game. I caught myself on this. It like bounced me down then back up. I blame the terrain jitter offset. Got cheated. Your resolution is to get healthcare access? Well, you should have done that by December 15th. If your coverage is to start January 1st. Ask me how I know. Well, just where do you think you're off to, Kurt? Just what sort of a journey do you believe yourself to be on, I say? What is this madness? My New Year's resolution last year was to not have any New Year's resolution this year. The old loophole. Yeah, I don't know. The girlfriend asked me a couple times this, and I don't have a good answer. Look at all those threes, pallet hands. Surprised nobody got around to doing that sooner. $3,333. Look at that number. Thank you, pallet hands, for the donation. Have you ever taken advantage of a loophole? No? I mean, yes, I'm sure. I can't think of it. I mean, I wish I had taken advantage of the loophole of don't return the jury duty envelope. And nobody will care. that loophole would have been nice to have at the time. Cavalry. I don't know. If I do, it's like a logical loophole to exploit, and it's not like anything worth remembering or thinking about. I mean, I guess we got married. We kind of used the loophole that you don't have to get married in the state you live in. So we went to a state where there was no waiting period and it didn't require... You're free! It didn't require any witnesses. Is that a loophole? I don't think so. But it's kind of like, oh, okay. A waiting period like a gun license? There's no waiting period to buy a gun. Nor is there a license that you need to buy a gun. But no, like some states, Washington State, one of them, have like a 3 or 5 day waiting period from when you apply for the marriage license to when you can actually get married. And other states, like Idaho, allow children to marry, so their requirements are a bit looser. I don't know. Some states still do. Idaho is there. I think in Idaho, you don't even, like, it doesn't even need to be 2 people that show up. My voice is going. See, it's the lack of oxygen at the gym. Is that a benefit of the paperwork? Well, it's a concern for coerced weddings or, like, changing your mind, sort of last-minute weddings. I mean, you theoretically, if you found an officiant who would simply, you know, date your paperwork later, even if you did get married, like, right on the spot, As long as they put the date on the marriage license 3 days after it was issued, you'd be good. But yeah, in Idaho, you don't even, like, one person can go if they have, like, a notarized letter from the other person and get the marriage license for both of them. You're now 24 and have a full-time job. You used to watch Minecraft all the time. Welcome, welcome. Excuse me, sir. Remember, you are what you eat. I am a human being, so that makes sense. Jokes! Come on, you gotta keep up with me here. I'm the one walking to the farlands. Oh, I need beds. Beds and beds and beds and beds and beds and beds. Alright, continuing on. So yeah, no, no resolutions for old Kurt J. Mac. I mean, I've already been going to the gym somewhat sporadically. I ran a mile on the treadmill today. Like a, what was it? It was like an 11-minute, 40-second mile, I think, is what it came down to. Not fast, but I also feel like, I mean, it definitely is the case that running on a treadmill is a lot easier than running in the world. Because you don't have to, like, propel your human body through space. Physics. Well, I mean, there's air resistance, but there's also just, like, mass. You know, I never took a physics class, but I'm sure moving the mass of your body from point A to point B is a lot different from having your body stable and then just moving your legs on a moving platform underneath it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I couldn't continuously run a full mile. Outside. Without stopping. I don't use those handles. The handles throw me off. That's loud.
Oh,
Is that not loud?
yes. Oh, much better.
Almost 6 years? What?
What? Man, Fredity, tier 2 sub in the tub. Much appreciated. Tub. Both are inertial frames of reference, constant velocity. So according to relativity, it's theoretically the same. The only difference is air resistant. Like I said, I've never taken a physics class, but I feel like inertia, when you're running outside, the inertia is your body moving through space. As opposed to, on a treadmill, the inertia is the mechanical treadmill. And therefore not your own effort. So you can get your body up to speed with inertia, but you still have there's more work that's required to keep it there. As opposed to on a treadmill, there's no work. Because that work is being done by the treadmill itself. Am I using that term correctly? Work? in physics forms? Friction of the running surface. I don't know. There's got to be some sort of scientific paper on this. Careful, Wolfie. Guess I gotta go run a mile outside. I'll do my own science. Thing you're picturing is if a harness held up your body weight while your legs swing. Is that not how you use a treadmill? is that not how they all work? Huh. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, never took a physics class. it feels right. And if anything, the modern internet has told us, if you feel like something is right, then you can claim it's right. Feels to me like, assuming they're both completely flat surfaces, there's no elevation gain. Yes, air resistance is a thing, but I don't feel like a casual jog as a human really has to deal too much with aerodynamics. I feel like the act of having to propel your body across a non-moving surface is more difficult than having a stationary body and then the surface move underneath you. Which I guess also is the same thing about like tilting the treadmill up. You're not actually lifting your body mass upward. You're just changing the angle at which your legs hit. Which I guess at the same reasoning would Stairmasters even be as bad as actually climbing that many stairs up? The airplane and treadmill? Well, that's more of a... That to me is more of a question of thrust. If you catch my drift. Jeez. The stairs are moving down. In order to not have to fall, you have to push just as hard. We are all the airplane. My problem with the airplane thing... let's go to sleep. And awakeness. Alright, I'll give you the treadmill thing. Although I still feel like it's more difficult to run outside. I think probably the difficulty comes in like not knowing your actual speed. Like when I'm on a treadmill, I'm like, okay, 6 miles per hour. And I will maintain that for 10 minutes. As opposed to in the real world, I have no gauge. So I could be over or under doing it. Or I could be fluctuating. Which therefore adds to the momentum versus no momentum. Another momentum, another momentum. But when I first, way back in the early internet days, when I first saw the airplane treadmill thing poised, the thing that has gotten lost is that the treadmill moves at exactly the same speed as the airplane's wheels move, like it's wirelessly connected or whatever. So in that scenario, assuming that neither the airplane wheels nor the treadmill would ever break, given the ever-increasing speeds they'd match. Would the airplane ever take off? No further discussion. That's it. It's just a question. No answer needed. Right, but that's how I originally read it. In its original form was that the treadmill instantaneously and exactly matches the wheel speed. Overall, an impossible scenario. But that's what makes it an interesting question. Like, I agree with what the Mythbusters did, but they only had a treadmill that got up to a certain speed, which obviously the airplane could easily overcome. Ah, I'm down here now. Cheaty snow. Dang, that's a good shelf of cheaty snow right there. Oh, who's James Ross? The inventor of the ice shelf? The ice shelf. What's an ice shelf? The Ross ice shelf, of course. In the Antarctica. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of an ice shelf like a natural phenomenon. Are you talking about a freezer? Did he invent the freezer? No, a natural phenomenon. Oh, you said inventor. Like he invented it. He just slapped his name on it. everybody get muted on Discord. Oh, that was mute. That was unmuted. All right. What are the coordinates now? Well, we don't know since last June, or May, rather. Press F3. And there's the number, 7,396,358, excuse me. There he is. The next jitter is... That sounds about right. Yeah, we were less than 1 million blocks from the next jitter. I don't know at what rate we're walking to know when that's going to happen. Whoa. Oops. So no resolution ideas for your best friend Kurt J. Mac. Get a new monitor. Do I need a new monitor? I need to get a couple new monitors for the girlfriend's PC. Put it on the throne. No, we're just gonna buy them used. We can get some for like 20 bucks each. You're perfect already. Bing. How about children? No, I just ate. Thank you, though. Won't somebody think of the children? Yeah, we already did that lumberjack simulator. You guys are just setting them up. Reach the farlands. Then what would I do? I could quit. I could leave all you suckers in the dust. Yeah, I don't know. Have I ever had a New Year's resolution? Not really. Never been good at those, and I just don't know what. Resolute uponst. Don't trim the beard for a year. That's funny, but is that a, like, resolution? Is that really a... The year of the beard? The closest was the 365 games. True. Yeah, I guess that was like a Twitch resolution. It was more of a challenge, I suppose, than... you know, something that was going to have any sort of effect on my persona or whatever. I fell in. know. Clean the basement. Keep the basement clean. That's a challenge. Keep the garage clean. Sell or get rid of all the stuff I don't use or wear. But fix up a car to sell. I mean, I have 2 cars that I need to keep that need fixing up. I don't think adding a 5th in this regard would be positive. Would be a positive outcome. 50 push-ups every day for a year. It's swole strength. Fix up one of the current cars and stream it. You lost me at and stream it. I mean, I do need to do the do on the Datsun. Get the suspension in. Man, this mouse needs a thorough cleaning with some very strong solvents. I mean, that was one of the things I was hoping to be able to, because I have a bunch of Farlands or Bust shirts that I don't wear anymore, either because they shrunk or I've become too fat. You know what I mean. Or I just don't wear them. Like, it'd be nice to just, like, they're clean. Don't get me wrong, they're clean. But just, like, sell those to you guys at, like, a discount. But I can't do that on the Indeed store because there's no inventory management. I have to, like, pay for the next tier of service for the inventory management. So, like, I could never be like, here's this one-of-one t-shirt for sale, and then, like, 5 of you would buy it. And then I would take your money and laugh. I would laugh all the way to the bank. And become Irish, too, for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to do that, like, on eBay or something. If I'm to do that. But along the same lines, there is a lot of stuff that I have... Simplify, man. Minimalism. Not minimalism. Minimalism is for jerks. And rich people. So jerks. Oh shoot, this is the... I gotta make a hidey hole here. Maximalism, man. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Get back to 2,300 subscribers. That's my New Year's resolution. How dare you not be supporting me in my New Year's resolution? Oh, this hidey hole is gonna be not great. Porch out here? Yes. Alright. I'm gonna sneeze. I muted just in time. I forgot that's a thing I can do. Cannibalism.
Mr. Bucket.
Anonymous bath bomb.
Out of my mouth I will pop a Mr. Bucket.
Thank you for enabling my New Year's resolution. 5 subs in the tub. Let's go to sleep. And back up the world. And then we will continue. I told you, it's all Farlands all day. Ooh, that was a good one. 56,128 point something megabytes. All right. Now we can continue with Farlands or Bust. That was a crazy hype train we were all part of. Wasn't that just great, good fun? We can tell the VOD viewers about. Whoa, everything is whiteness. There we go. All right, who's ready to continue? No, please, thank you. Sit down. Have you got your woofs ready? Woof! If I remember correctly, it was that one. Let's break out of this weird hidey hole. Grab Wolfie. And then sit Wolfie down. Oh, God, you... you sly devil, you. That got me. This one's gonna be such a pain. I'm gonna have to dismantle the hidey hole. You did got him. I mean, yeah, I saw the creepers across, and then I heard the sissing noise. You know, the sissing noise? Well, that's what got me. This one's gonna be a real pain in the butt. But with its depth. Oops. I fell in! Oh, God, the water force is forcing me down. Much like that of a treadmill. Or a Stairmaster. Oh boy, here he comes. It'd be interesting if we could get the creeper to fall in here and then explode. Gonna do our job for us. Wrong tool. Oh! It's all gone wrong. That's not how you make a shovel. Alright. Oh. Could this be the last spawner of the year? Tune in to find out. Right now. Oop. Oh! screwy? Is it the corner pieces? Do the corner pieces hate me? Give me these. Oh, well, that's not going to help my cause, is it? Damn it. Sometimes water can seep through the corners. Makes a lot of sense. Oh! Oh, I think there's a hole down there, maybe. Did that do it? That didn't do it? What in the hell is going on here? Is that a source block right there? Oh, we got a, like, extra source block hanging around. Defying the laws of physics. Remove the water from the bottom of the ocean. Was that the one? Oh, this is one right here, too. Got him. I really showed them. I wonder what kind of spawner it is. Alright. One iron ingot. Thanks, guys. You've done a bang-up job. Okay, 5 iron ingot and the ability to blow them to smithereens. Is this like... what? Oh, is that the thing I dropped? Like, is there a third? No. I shall blow you. Kingdom come. I need... Oh, did I leave my workbench up? No, it's right here. Oh, I need more sand. Listen. Just because my brain doesn't complete full thoughts doesn't mean you can think dirty things about them. Alright. We have our escape route. Oh, what did I just pick up? Sand! Don't need it. Alright. Oh, shoot, that went fast. Ah! Oh, he's still alive. Oh, but now he's burning. Burning. Always burning. He's hiding in that little hole. This was like a completely enclosed spawner, which I didn't think should exist. I was also hoping it, I think because I dug it too deep, it didn't explode the water, but that's interesting. Alright, that was a diversion. For a moment. Let's continue west. West. This way. Now that the sun is setting. Let's just go back into that same hidey hole. It's like a waste of another bed. But here we are. It's too late now. The only way I know how many days we've streamed Minecraft days. Boop, 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 boop. Eeps. All right. What else? What else? We can't be running out of things to talk about. Impossible. Ooh. Juno may have gotten a bath, but she's still finding ways to create a stink. How was your Christmas, Kurt? It was good. It was good. It was a good Christmas. It was just here, at home. The Christmas, Kurt. We made the aforementioned ham. And I made broccoli cheese casserole. And dinner rolls. Did you bag the ham? We did bag the ham. We did pick up an oven bag and we bagged the ham. Didn't come pre-bagged. Well, that's where I was confused. Those instructions that were posted to the Discord were a bit confusing. I mean, it came wrapped, but in like plastic that you're supposed to remove and then put it in a special oven bag. You're welcome, Zuria. We had a wild time moments ago. I'm giving out gift subs from my own channel. So yeah, we baked it for a couple hours and then uncovered it, and the girlfriend made a glaze out of apricot preserves and brown sugar and stuff, and then it got glazed. But she also she bought pineapple to make, you know, pineapple slices to put on it. Oh, he's out here. He's here. He is here now. Wolfie, what have you taken damage from? Well, because we already had the apricot. Because the apricot was glazed for the apple tart pie thing. Wolfie? What? Where? Hey, would you... Ah! Sit. Feed you all this. You got pigs. What was I saying? So yeah, but we forgot to put the pineapple on. Which is fine, or whatever. Yeah, this is a lot of ham. I also didn't like... You put the glaze on the skin. I personally didn't really like... Yeah, the pig skin. The football. I didn't... It was too... It's too tough. Maybe it's not meant to be eaten. I don't know. This is too tough and too fatty on the other side. There's also a very big bone on the inside of the ham, which was very much surrounded by like fat and tendons and stuff, so that... I mean, it's still a lot of ham, but of a 10-pound ham, there's maybe only 6 pounds of actual ham. Which, like I said, we froze the rest of it, but we left some that I'm going to put on a pizza with some pineapple tonight. I also have pepperonis. Pepperonoise. And then, oh, I didn't post a picture to the Discord, but there was still some leftover apple from the apple pie. So yesterday I made a little mini apple pie, just like in a little round dish, and we ate it. Because on New Year's, the girlfriend wants to make pigs in the blanket. We got little smokies. So I made more pie dough pastry to wrap around the little smokies. Ah! Murder. That might be a bad idea. These pigs are dry. Oh boy, that would be a picture to take, but I feel like Wolfie's gonna push me off. Let's go this way. Speaking of Netflix and stuff, we were like browsing through stuff yesterday. And in the documentaries section, there's like a few that are like, that would be interesting. But like, there's one in particular about like, I don't know, they didn't... Anyway, it seemed like just like a guy was like smuggling rare Pez dispensers. It was like a story. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But then it's like a full documentary that's like an hour and 45 minutes long. I'm like, how are they going to stretch that to be an hour and 45 minutes? It seems amusing and interesting, to say the least. But I don't know that I want to dedicate an hour and 45 minutes of my life to it. The Pez Outlaw? I think that's the name of the documentary. I think outlaw is the word in there. I could be wrong. Just search Netflix Pez documentary. And then there's a documentary about the GameStop stock thing. I'm like, okay, that could be interesting, but I also have lived it. Not lived it as in participated in it, but lived it as in like had to experience it real time. Almost like I've never watched either of the Fire Fest documentaries. Just because it's like, okay, that's fine. I don't need to be told what happened. I'm aware, I guess. That's as tangentially connected as I want to be on that topic. Pez Outlaw. See, it is Pez Outlaw. Careful of it. A documentary on Donkey Kong. I don't know that one. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think we're both kind of burned out. I think everybody's getting burned out. I hope they called it Documentary. Classic. That got me. Oh, the high score cheater guy with the weird hair.
Kurt J. Mack gifted a Tier 1 sub to Nitrina.
There you go. Documentary gets a gift sub. That's what you earn from that. I just saw I just for the first time looked at the checkout page. And it's actually it's 25 cents plus 40 cents in sales tax. About 65 cents. I mean, it only applies now since the gift subs are 25% off. I ain't buying anybody a full price gift sub. Are you mad? This is my damn business here. That's the only other thing that the sticker store, like as opposed to how I was doing it before, just send me $15 and I'll send you the stickers via PayPal. The sticker store does add sales tax, which I suppose isn't a bad thing, because I don't want to suddenly get got by the man saying I haven't paid the sales tax on the items I've been selling via the internet. Can you just give a bunch of gift subs and farm the profits? Well, no. Because the cost is more than what I get from Twitch. It's just less so when they're on sale. Negative profit is still a profit. Yeah, certainly don't buy your subs on mobile devices or on the app. Will cost you more! Plop, 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 plop. Imagine it doesn't work for the same reason that perpetual motion doesn't work. Here we go with the physics lesson again. Unless he gets someone who is on the verge of subbing and now gets a number, gets number big at a discount if they renew. You mean like I sub for somebody who is already gonna sub? So then they sub more later? I don't know, that doesn't add up. That's not a boat. It could be used as a marketing ploy. Just like a bunch of people who got gifted subs during the subathon suddenly showed up and like continued subbing because they're like, oh yeah, this is a thing. Like they didn't know about the channel or something. I just gotta give a bunch of gift subs to like famous Twitchers who then will suddenly see my amazing emotes in their emote list. And then have to raid and refer all of their subs to my sub. They're called spam subs, spam gift subs. Oh, that was, speaking of profits. Oh, jeez. They're gonna get hooked on the Picard clapping gif, and they're gonna need it for their Twitch. Or they're gonna be real curious about Car on a Stick for some reason. We'll get them. We'll get them one way or another. Who can we get? Who's a big streamer? Alternately, who's a big streamer whose audience we wouldn't mind? Well, that narrows it down. The answer is Cone Dodger. Yoink. I saw the humpback whale again. It's still just hanging out in the same spot. And there's a new baby orca in the Puget Sound. But it's been hanging out much further north. Hello, Wolfie. Chicken breast or thighs? Both for different things. I mean, honestly, both are too expensive for us nowadays. But chicken breast is good for, like, grilling and putting in salads. Or, like, stir fry. You know, it keeps it... They keep their shape well. And they're easy to cut, as opposed to the thighs. Kind of... Or irregular. Yeah, I personally, I mean, I notice and can tell the difference between dark meat and white meat. But yeah, my dad is the same way. He's a white meat only person. I guess I don't fully prescribe nor fully understand that. It's chicken. It's both chicken to me. Dark meat has a strong taste. Does it, though? I feel like it has more of a texture. It definitely has more of that, like, slimy texture, which I could see being off-putting for some people. But I don't feel like it has a taste. But then again, I'm not very picky, so perhaps I'm not the person to be postulating this with. Look, thank you for the gift sub to Kurt J Mac. Kurt J Mac. Yeah, we were getting buck wild here during a hype train. Somebody who's been enjoying the SnowRunner content, a rare and most unusual beast, has entered the chat. From pause on pause. Does pause on pause not do anything anymore? I mean, like stream. Is he broken free? Thursdays during the day. That's probably why I don't see him. Good for him. Oh, I was sending MC Gamer the Chicken Heisenberg pin. Like that, I do miss the speedrunners. But again, that was lightning in a bottle. I don't think that could be repeated. Team Canada has a series. Yeah, I did just watch Beef's last video. Well, I don't know about last video, but whatever his finale of the Hermitcraft season was. Just to hear what he's got going on. I haven't watched his stuff in a while. I don't know. He said there's a big change coming in his life next year, maybe. I think he's going to be multiplying. Oh. That I have no idea. I don't talk to him, but I one of many things that could be a thing. Or they're just adopting more animals. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. Ah! I was gonna be like, what are you doing anything for the eclipse, Beef? You're not in the path, but you're close. Up there. I don't know where he lives anymore, honestly, but he was around Toronto. I don't know if that's something I'm gonna be able to get to this year. Which is a shame, but it's like the girlfriend is in school and not really going to be able to get away from it. And really the main reason I'd want to go see the eclipse, see it with her, she's never seen totality, and I want to like share that. So yeah. I mean, I saw the totality through the last one in 2017 and was able to share it with somebody then. So I don't know. I don't want to like go by myself unless like somebody just wants to pay for it. Somebody's just got it in their backyard. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like such an obvious thing early on, but as time approaches, it's just like less and less like everything's expensive. Everybody's booked. Nowhere to go, nowhere to escape. Like they're saying it's going to be like the most viewed total eclipse ever. Oh, I don't know, maybe it would be good just to miss it to avoid. I'll say it's worth it. It's worth it to see totality of an eclipse. But that's also paired with the crowds and the traffic and the everything else, the money regarding when it, on this one in particular. I'm like, well, maybe we'll just need to become eclipse chasers. We'll just have to go international to figure out what a good international total eclipse is and spring for that. You did an RV. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that it's not anywhere like from Seattle. It's like as far away as can be. It's not like I could drive from here. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. It's like a 30-hour drive. But regardless, I'd have to fly somewhere. Which means if you're flying somewhere, you're flying closer to the eclipse, which means everybody else who is flying closer to the eclipse is also flying closer to the eclipse. And then renting a car or whatever, hotels and Airbnbs. I'm down here now. Ooh, now that's some Cheaty snow. My goodness. I think this is the first time we've been fully bamboozled. Fully. Dang. That's, I mean, I don't know. Could this have been lava? That's a good 3 blocks up. I am impressed as well. Wolfie, have a seat before you start drowning or something. This is a completely enclosed Cheaty snow. I don't know that we've ever seen a fully enclosed one like this. There's another hidden secret passage over there. What lies beyond? Secrets. King Tut's tomb. Wonderful things. Wonderful things. No, just nothing. More stone and rock. Your first death on the Farlander server was falling through fully enclosed Cheaty snow into lava. But that was in the modern versions of the game. Who knows if it has the same effect. Oh. Ah, it made a Beppis. Oh. Oh. That's some wacky, crazy stuff right there. Should I break it? Wolfie! Wolfie! Oh my god, he's gonna fall for it. No, he's not. Put a sign up. Let's be honest, we're never going to be making an overviewer map. So I don't know if these signs do anything. That's not a sign. Behold, a fully enclosed, damn it, fully enclosed Cheaty snow hole. Cheaty snow hole. There we go. Whoops, we're going this way. I don't think the torch is gonna melt any further stuff. Surely the signs are a guide you on the way back. Well, we certainly place more elevated hidey holes than we do signs, so I think those are probably a better guidepost. Breadcrumb? Breadcrumbs! See, that's why you got the gift sub. I can't give you another one. Breadcrumbs. That's pretty good. Ah! Well, that one I've just messed up. No, Batman. Where's the Godzilla movie streaming? I keep hearing everybody talk about this latest Godzilla movie. Probably Disney or something, right? Oh, it's in theaters. Okay. What's a theater? I don't know that I'll ever go back to one of those. Oh, more boats. There have been, like, other Godzilla movies, too. Haven't there? Like, the last Godzilla movie I saw was the good one. Like, the last... Like, where he became Chunky Godzilla. The one with the brief cameo by Bryan Cranston. Oh, careful, Wolfie. Stop jumping. But then on Netflix, there was Godzilla versus King Kong or something like that. I'm like, was that supposed to be good? One of these was supposed to be good. And I recently saw something with, like, Mothra in it. Like a different Godzilla movie. But, like, all the same modern... The modern Zillas. I don't know. All stuff that I could probably search for and research myself on the internet. You should not have gone this way. Like, I honestly heard that there was, like, a King Kong movie that was actually good. But there have been so many modern ones, and they're all called King Kong, that I don't know which one is the alleged good one. Why would I do research when I have a chat? Exactly! Y'all are the ones who should have multiple tabs of Google searches open for me and me alone. For my questions and queries. Apparently there's 37 Godzilla movies. Right, but like 30 of those are like the old school man in a rubber suit Godzilla movies. You should make a Steamboat Willie movie. Not until after the first. "32 of them are the old Japanese ones. All right. I was close. Underestimated. We are still at 0 Kurt deaths. Here in Farlands or Bust. The 1999 American one. Yeah, that's the one where he was like a Komodo dragon. Remember the old Rampage game? Yes, that was like the only game we had on our Apple IIc Plus. Was Rampage. I think they did make a Rampage movie. And it was horrible. And it had Dwayne the Dwayne Dwayneson in it. Right? I didn't need to see it to know it was horrible. They didn't even make the monsters people. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like, when you died, you, like, shrunk down to a little naked man and ran across the screen. And then the other players could eat you. Nope. Navigating my way down. There we go. Wolfie walks on top of these trees. He just spawned. Good. Good, 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 good. We out of beds? We're out of beds! Hansel und Gretel. weird tree bulb right there. Woof. Have a seat, Wolfie. Secret hidey hole. Whoop, mute. Get muted, everybody. Another flob stream. You'll see this one and an episode. We recorded a real life, super duper, officially numerated episode prior to doing this stream. And you missed it. Oh, don't. I already had a boat. Dang it. No. All right. Indeed. I think that's where I'm going to wrap up because I gotta make this pizza. It's a long process for me to make a pizza from scratch. I gotta invent a universe. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in to the episode and the long stream of Farlands or Bust, for the hype trains, for the gift subs, for the throne gifts, everything and everybody. Much appreciated indeed. Thank me too. Thank me for the gift subs. See? Topher knows. Thank me. Let's go to sleep. Back up the world. $56,191 megabytes.